American Dream Mall, New Jersey. People have been wondering whether this is still surviving after the 2020 shutdown. The mall has been reopened for a few months now. There seem to be many activities going on here. I want to know, should I be treating this like a bigger shopping mall, or it can actually be a good vacation destination? In the next 2 days, I'm going to try out as many attractions as I can. Please come along. We're going to start with BigSnow, the very first indoor real snow skiing resort in North America. An NFC tag will be given to you when you checked in. You have to scan it to enter the skiing area or to get your rental equipment. It also works as the key for your free locker. You just place your tag on top of the knob to lock and unlock. At BigSnow, they have everything you need for rental, including jackets and pants, but you have to buy your own gloves. If you're a beginner or you need some warm-up, there's a magic carpet run that you can hop on right after entering the skiing area. The beginner run offers a less congested and a shallow area to practice your turns. When you're ready, you can just walk over to the other side for either the green or the obstacle run. I found BigSnow is a very good place for beginners or for someone who is developing their jumps or moves. However, if you just want to enjoy skiing and aimlessly try to go up and down, since the run is kind of short, you may get bored after about half an hour or so, in my opinion. For non-skiing parents, there is a viewing area in the shop for you to sit down, relax and take pictures. If you have small kids, don't forget to try out sledding. I believe if you have bought tickets for skiing, they will let you use the sleds, so you won't need to buy separate sledding-only tickets. Overall, it is a very fun experience. Next up, we're going ice skating. The skating session is in 15 minutes interval. I think unless they are in full capacity, you can get into the rink pretty much anytime. The rink is open from 11 AM to 8 PM. We have been to a few shopping mall ice rink, but none of them is in full size like the one at American Dream. So this is not only a rink for family fun, it can also be a place you can find space to practice your moves while mom can go shopping. And when you're at the rink, you must try the ice bike. It is included in your ticket, but you just need to have your shoes on instead of your skates. So give it a try before or after your skating. Before we get into another attraction, let's get something to eat. The food court is located where the DreamWorks entrance is. They have the usual fast food chain like Taco Bell, Pot Pie, Jollibee, and Wendy's. I like to try out some noodles. My choices were Pora Japanese ramen or Mr. Main Chinese noodles. I ordered the tonkatsu ramen, which is with pork bone broth. They also offer specialty drinks, but I just want to try the milk tea. I finished half of the meal before I remembered to take a video. Both the noodles and the milk tea were very good. I like that they put pre-made milk tea in the fridge the night before. That is a good way to keep the taste of the tea strong and rich. Most bubble tea places will just add ice to your tea, but it is going to dilute your tea with extra water. I have seen places actually make ice with milk tea. That was another level. Give Pora a try and see if you like it. For Mr. Main noodle, I ordered the beef noodle soup. I like the takeaway packaging. For the taste, the soup wasn't strong enough for me. I gave it a 7 out of 10. DreamWorks Water Park has one of the biggest wave pool I have ever been to. If your schedule allows, I highly recommend checking out the surfing program offered by Skudin Surf. I'll leave a link on the description sections. They offer surfing classes and sessions at the water park wave pool during non-business hours. My daughter and I had no surfing experiences. We joined at the Option A beginner program. There was a 15-minute safety talk and surfing basic tutorial, and we were at the water practicing right after. The whole session lasts about 2 hours, so they're only available in odd hours from 6 to 9 AM and 10 PM to midnight. They have full control on how the waves are formed with the computer system. They can also manage the frequency on how often the waves are coming out. It gave us a lot more practice opportunities than on an actual beach. The pool is shallow for the most part, so we felt okay without life jackets on. We just need to be very careful not to dive in with our head going first.
We had an amazing coach named Shan who was helping out with our forms and techniques. After many failed attempts, my daughter was able to surf all the way to the end. She was so excited. Let's talk about the water park experience. We're not a family which can handle thrill rides. We envy people like you who can do it. I was hoping to see someone on these vertical slides. I waited 10 minutes and there was no contender showing up. We spent most of our time in the wave pool. The waves were strong and long. It is one of the best. Be mindful though, not to hold baby or small kids in your arms and stand in the pool without putting life jackets on them. There are cabanas and private rooms for rental. But since we were indoor, it was pretty easy to find shades. So I didn't think the extra spending was necessary. One more thing, if you need to get to your stuff very frequently, try to get a locker by the poolside instead of the one inside the locker room. There is a small deli inside the water park. We tried the pizza and the sandwiches, but they were not that good at all. I recommend finishing your lunch at the food court before you go in. One thing I like about these malls is that there are lounges and rest areas with electricity outlets all over the place. For those who may need to work remotely, you will be able to find open seating areas very easily. There are also cafes located in different levels. They have background music playing at all times. If you truly need a quiet room for meetings, you can try the Coca Cola Bubble. Availability will be limited though. If you really want to impress your coworker with an unbeatable backdrop in Zoom, I found one private meeting room that is going to make your coworker jealous with a small cost. Yes, I actually got very good hotspot reception from 300 feet above. I was just joking about bringing your work to the dream wheel. Please just sit back and relax and enjoy your view overlooking New York City skyline. The ride is going to take about 25 minutes. Next, I want to take half a minute to share my suggestions on desserts. For gelato, my whole family agrees on chocolate. I understand this looks pretty, but the ice cream is going to make the egg puff soggy. I'll have them served separately next time. For a grass jelly dessert, it is better to match with coconut-shaped ice rather than vanilla ice cream in my opinion. For mango lovers, you now know where to go. Try a drink with aloe jelly as well. I only know people that are either love durian or they hate them. You have to find out yourself. There were just too many choices, I couldn't make up my mind. So I picked out a few, but the fruit tart was my favorite. It was about 8 o'clock at night after our dinner and having dessert. We were still able to get into the Angry Bird mini golf. The last booking cutoff was at 8:15. It was a bit rushed because we spent half the time taking pictures. We had a similar schedule on the second night. We went into the Tilt Museum. You may need a whole hour if you're coming in a bigger group because it may take you some time to arrange people into correct position and angles in order to expose the 3D effect. The mall is not at its full occupancy right now. I hope more stores are going to come very soon. I was happy to see that the store I missed was actually starting over from here at the American Dream Mall. we won't be able to complete this tour without a visit to Nickelodeon Universe. Even if you have purchased the tickets online, it is much easier to stop by the counter to get a wristband, so you wouldn't need to pull out your phone for every ride. With the Nickelodeon brand, I had a misconception that these rides are going to be for young kids. They did take care of the young ones with all the dancing events, playgrounds, and toddler rides, but teens and adults were not being left out at all. I have already told you we're not a family which can take thrill rides at all, but I feel obligated to show you the challenges you're gonna see when you're here. Overall, I think American Dream Mall is a great place for families. No one can predict the future, but I really hope this mall is already on the upside to recover. If you're making plan on your next family vacation, please come to support them. If you like my video, please do consider subscribe and like. I'll see you next time.